Hello, Aries. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you might be. I can't tell you how honored I am. It really is to read for you this evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you might be in the world, whatever time zone you might be in. It really, it's almost like I can't wait to get home and do my readings. It relaxes me and it just gives me such joy to assist you in any way, and tapping into your energy for this reading this time round was quite nice. There's this song by Marabou State called Midas, and it came to mind. And although like the what the singer and what the band is communicating in the song doesn't resonate, but Midas, the word, and that's the name of the song, came to mind. And it really feels as though you have the Midas touch. It's like everything you turn into, everything you've got your little hand, every pot you have your hand in, everything is literally reaping the rewards. You'll find that people want to be around you. You've got that energy that's just radiating joy, and something interesting that's cooking. You're very fun to be around, and very positive vibes is what I'm getting. So let's see what that's all about, Aries, and let's see what the cards have to say about this Midas energy that you're embodying, or that I'm seeing or feeling. I'm going to do a 4 card spread to start with. 4 cards for Aries, please. The 8 of Coins, the 10 of Wands, the World in reverse, and the Hanged One in reverse. Fascinating start. So here we are with the 8 of Coins. I love this card. She's smiling so happily, sitting on some steps, and the coins are all around her. And it's just like there's just this energy of her radiating and showing off her achievement. That's what I'm seeing here. Showing off her achievement, showing off what she's proudly garnered. And it's there's something very respectful about your energy, Aries. That's what is coming forth from the card. And more than anything, it's something that you're sharing, like I said, with whoever is in your environment. You're sharing with you're sharing the wisdom and the wealth of knowledge. You're giving of your time and your energy. You're giving of like the very practical things in life that people appreciate the most, and that people are tend to be quite stingy with. That's what I'm seeing here. You're very open with yourself, your time, your energy. It's a very helpful time for you as well. And it's like, it's such a nice cycle. It's like the more abundant you are, the more giving you are. And you're very much okay to, this is what's going on right now at this very moment in your life. And it's showing me that with you, with it being so circular in a good way, with you, it's a circle of giving and receiving. It's showing that I'm just seeing such progression for you in this sense. It's a moment in time that's going to really it's going to inform your future. This abundant energy, this joyful energy that you are receiving and happy to receive and grateful for, and then also giving. You're sharing the spoils and this great energy, and you really are just, it's so abundant in you. It's really nice to see, Aries. It's a wonderful place for you to be in too, and that's why it seems as though um, it's like it's the height of happiness for you, so to speak. I love that for you, Aries. I really do. I really do. And it comes from also really kind of it comes after a time of a lot of uncertainty in your life. I feel as though there's been some major changes in terms of um, your relationship status, your financial status, work. You've made some major moves. There's been a lot of upheaval in your life, and you're just ready to sit and bask in this ambience of, whew, not only am I getting the gifts, but I'm definitely worthy of them. And you know what? All the people that saw me struggle, all the people that were around for the struggle, mm, people who weren't even involved in my in my life. Um, Let me show you how I'm doing it. Let me show you how it's done. So you might even be giving advice to certain people. You might be mentoring certain people. There's a lot of abundant energy within you that you are dying to share, you know? Um, so what I'm seeing is you're very comfortable where you are. It's a really good time and you're enjoying yourself where you are right now. Yeah, yeah. And as much as like on first glance, the wheel in reverse and the hanged one in reverse can have a negative connotation attached to it. I feel like this is just a time where you want to celebrate. You really want to sit in the celebratory vibe of enjoying your achievements and enjoying the fact that you can share the spoils. You just really want to sit in that. And you know how someone kind of just sits back and they're like, damn, I've come a long way. That's what it feels like, you know? Um, and that's how I'm interpreting the cards. I know a lot of people are like, the wheel in reverse is not a good sign, or the hanged one in reverse is not a good sign. And to me, just based on the eight of coins and the 10 of wands, also 10 of wands gets a bad rep. I don't feel that for you. I don't feel that for you. So four more cards, please, for okay. So this is where it does get a little interesting for you, right? Because remember how I mentioned it's as though you've got the Midas touch and you're sharing it with everyone. We could get a little stuck in this energy, and I think maybe that's why the wheel and the hanged one might have come out, and I didn't necessarily interpret it that way. But with the eight of cups energy, because I have here eight of cups in reverse that came out, knight of swords came out, the star in reverse, and the five of wands, right? So there is a risk of being slightly self-absorbed, um, not necessarily seeing beyond or progressing beyond this energy that you're in right now, because you're on a high. You are sky high right now. Things are great. So I think that the message that might come through for you is that let's not get a little too self-absorbed. Let's not get a little too stagnant and just sit in this energy here. We still do need to move forward. Let's not bask in our glory a little too long. But I think it's a slight message. It doesn't come through as though this is how you're gonna do it, and there's no other path, and you're probably gonna do it like this, and you're gonna end up being self-absorbed, and then you're gonna be stuck in this position because you can't see past your glory. No, not at all. It doesn't read that way at all. It just reads as kind of like, okay, we're loving ourselves quite a bit. Um, well, yeah, we're loving ourselves quite a bit, but don't lose focus on the fact that we are still growing. we are still making moves. We should be growing. We should be making moves, right? You achieve one thing and then you celebrate it, and then we progress, right? So I feel like it might be a bit of a weird time where you do sort of, you know, bask in the energy a little too long. But like I said, I don't think it's as significant as it might, um, as significant as, you regressing. Not at all. I think it might be a brief moment in time where you're loving yourself a little, overboard or over the top, and then you rein it in. And I know what I'm seeing here is that you will come back to yourself. It won't take huge amounts of like effort, or like a lot of people saying like, hey, you're coming across a little arrogant or overconfident now. We all know you're killing it in your career, killing it in your personal life, killing it on a hike, killing it on, training for a marathon. We get it, but just rein it in a bit. I don't think anyone will need to tell you as well. It will come from your own volition. It will come from your own soul, you knowing that, okay, I've been killing it, and it's time for me to rein it in. But because of this, all four cards kind of pointing to that, I do want to say that for, you know, for an Aries sign that has maybe different placements that do make them prone to, for example, Aries with a lot of Leo placements, you could fall into a more long-term trap of, becoming arrogant over a long period of time because of the blessings that you've received. So again, I don't think it's a huge deal, or something that you're gonna have to necessarily really address to overcome, and it's so dramatic. No, I don't get that energy at all. But if you have certain placements that make you prone to loving the limelight, loving yourself a little too much, forgetting your place in certain aspects, just, remember where you came from. I think that's essential. Remember where you came from. Remember that the wheel does turn. Remember that the tides always turn. The energies need to balance. And so your not that your place is fleeting, but the energies are. So to guarantee your place, at the top, and to guarantee the abundance that's been coming in, you've got to move with the times, right? Let's not become selfish. Let's not become arrogant, overconfident, pretentious, uh, unhelpful, right? Let's not slip into the dodgiest side of success. Three more cards for you, Aries. Let's just do another shuffle, and then I want to pull out three more cards for Aries, please. Nice reading, Aries. Nice reading. Ah, the wise one. I saw it pop out. Oh, the death card and the four of wands. I saw it, when I was shuffling, I saw it pop out a little. I never take cards that pop out, but the wise one was definitely trying to pop out. It's this energy, and then death, and then the four of wands in reverse. It's really this energy of you growing in a way where you completely rely on and listen to yourself. I saw it a bit in the Pisces reading too. I think it has to do with the energies that we're currently in. I mean, Venus retrograde started and was in Capricorn, right? Mercury retrograde has started in Capricorn, and we had a full moon in Cancer, which is getting everyone in touch with their intuitive, more introspective sides, right? And it's one thing I am seeing, and I also saw in the Pisces reading, is that Aries, it is a well overdue transformative time for you. It is well overdue for you to start listening to yourself and your gut, And what I'm seeing with the Four of Wands, because it's in reverse, it's telling me that if you're dancing in the garden naked, having a great time, you don't necessarily need anyone else to dance with. If you are literally celebrating yourself and your return to living a fulfilled life because you've invested in the self, right? And when I look at the Death card, my focus really is the butterflies. It's like the caterpillar that's turned into the butterfly and breathing new life into this world, right? Wise one here. This card is so fascinating to me. It's like a huge monument of Buddha and these keys that are across the heart. And I've just noticed now that the keys are linked by a rope. And that tells me it's two keys as well. It tells me two butterflies on the Death card, two people dancing on the Four of Wands card. It tells me that it's that duality within of you, of the part of you that didn't listen to yourself and the part of you that is. And you're listening to the part that is listening. You're listening to the part that um you're listening to the side of yourself that is abundant in intuition, and you're paying more than anything, you're living a life where you're paying attention to the self that has everything to say, right? Not the self that is uneasy um or scared to approach and timid. And no, you're paying attention to the side of you that is um fiercely charging ahead with the life that you want to live, you know. That's what I'm seeing with the Wise one, the Death card, and the Four of Wands coming out. Especially the Four of Wands, it's pointing a lot towards, with the two people dancing, it's pointing towards this duality of there's someone who's been inside of me that's been asleep this entire time, while the person who is kind of shy, kind of unsure of themselves, and more apathetic and kind of timid, and that person's been at the forefront. And now it's like, no, that person's taking a long awaited rest, and the person, that that Aries energy, that real Empress energy is coming forward and to the forefront in a very bombastic and tenacious way. And you are being well received. That's what I get with the Wise one. You're being well received. We've been waiting for this come up. Oh, this is very, very much so. I don't, it's definitely not the same spread as Pisces, but the message is resonating and the message is coming about in a different way, but it's still very much similar. And I think a lot of the signs are going to start seeing this. Listen, hey, that song by Roxette, listen to your heart. Like, you're doing this and then some. You have every right to listen to your heart. You coming into your own, well connected, well respected, well protected. That's definitely from a song too. I don't know what's going on with me, but it's just really nice and encouraging to see a spread like this. And sure, there's a whole four cards that are pointing to, hey, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. But at the same time, I feel like if that happens, it will play a major role in the transformative process. It can only help you in further getting you to a point where you listen to the self that's a go-getter, and less shy and more, yo, this is my future and I'm going to take it with both hands. I'm going to grab it. One more card for Aries, please. So the Page of Swords came out, and I can't lie to you, Page of Swords came out in reverse, but I was inclined immediately to reject that reversal, and now I know why. It's because I had to see. I mean, you can't make this up. These butterflies on the card, on the illustration, and the page is holding the sword high, whereas the Knight of Swords was kind of keeping it more lowly, not really brandishing the sword. The page is brandishing the sword. He has some kind of really intriguing crown, this navy robe, and it's just like the elegance that he's coming through. And like I said, it's that bombastic, like, here I am, I'm a page and I'm coming through. And I've got a message for all of you that I'm here. And if you doubted me before, or if you dismissed me before, that's your problem, not mine. See my sword here? Look, wave. Yeah, I'm gonna wave it in your face because that's what an Aries does. That's what fire does. We come through hard, we come through strong, and we conquer. Yes, it's that, like, I'm here to conquer energy. Oh, and it's a very loud message of, I'm going to do it beautifully and my execution will be flawless. I feel like that's what the butterflies are saying. Just, hey, heads up. I'm a Page of Swords. Yeah, I'm brandishing my sword a little overtly, but don't worry. I'm going to take over, and I'm going to take over with grace and elegance, and I'm going to do it with finesse. Oh man, this is such a cool reading, Aries. Thank you so much for letting me tap into your energies, and I wish you all the best. I hope that the full moon in Cancer brought a lot of clarity to you, and I hope it wasn't too emotionally draining. But like I said, you're a fire sign. You were born in the fire, and you rose from it, and you'll return to it when you're done. When you're done giving the earth everything you've got.